Happy Monday night, everyone. Let us know if you can hear us okay or if you can't. We're really delighted to be here with you this evening. This is Gordon and I's daughter, Caroline, if you haven't met her yet. And I know we're wearing funny things. We don't always wear t-shirts for important events, but today we got to her house, and as we're getting out of the car, I wore my shirt from Rome, and she had hers on. We did not even coordinate this, so we thought we should just come this way. I was telling her all about all of you. I've told her about that fabulous 50-day Grand Mediterranean Odyssey cruise, and she was like, wow. So anyway, we thought we would talk about that a little bit. I wanted just to let you all know we are so happy to see all of you here this evening. HROVJE, it's really nice to have you with us from Vancouver, and John up there in Canada as well. And Kay, nice to see you. Kathy Warren, thank you. Everybody, do a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. I have to use my glasses to see everything. Oh, is the pollen killing you there, Kathy? I am really sorry. We have a lot of pollen. I was in Boston last week, and Caroline here lives in the Phoenix area. And I feel like I should give a shout out to the airlines because I caught a cold, and I was nowhere near a cruise ship. And so you wonder if maybe it's the airlines that are the sneaky ones, where a lot of people get a lot of germs they share on the ship. But at any rate, I hope you're doing okay, Kathy. It's really nice to see you here. Let's see. And Lori, so good to see you, Sweetie Pie and Kay. They just had a successful hunting trip in San Antonio.
House hunting.
Oh, house. So you found a house down in San Antonio. That'll be wonderful. And then you're going to move from Arkansas down. That's great. Hello there, Bruce Kling. How are you doing? Are you still on the Rotterdam? So let's see. And David, you and Christy, so good to see you guys. So we're going to see them, Caroline. They're going to come on the Sapphire Princess when we've got a couple of weeks. So it's going to be a party. I don't see Tim and Cindy here yet, but hopefully they're coming, or I haven't just seen them yet, but they're coming too. So said we were going, and then they thought, well, that sounds like fun. And we thought, well, it'd be fun if he came. So we're really looking forward to that. So if anybody has done that Deadliest Catch excursion in Ketchikan, please speak up, would you? I've been roped into that. I don't know about roped, but we're going with everybody. So let me know what you think. So, and if anybody has questions for Caroline, just pop them in the comments, would you? She was my main travel partner before. Well, Gordon and I always go together.
You go farther back than I do.
But she and I really discovered, I would say, how much we enjoyed Europe and the Mediterranean a lot. And I think part of, I've told you all that thing about you love to go places, and every once in a while, if you go somewhere that you know you love, I've had the distinct feeling sometimes of chasing memories and just remembering really happy times and wanting to go back to that place. And a lot of that is with Caroline. So
well, I think when my first trip to Europe, that was your first trip to Europe, wasn't it?
Yeah, in 2000 and early 2000s, and
six maybe.
And so we just from there on we've just gone a lot. She did study abroads there. She studied art history, and so she's been there a lot. And anyway, so if you have questions, we've cruised together on Princess. She went on Norwegian without me, with her best friend that turned out to be our daughter-in-law now. So anyway, that's a little bit of background for those of you who are new around here. Oh my goodness. So HRVOJE Hervoya, is that how you say it? So what do I think about Princess started charging for the cans of pop? So what's really interesting to me, I don't know how many of you have had the chance to see my video. So Caroline, remember when we used to go and if you had the soda package, they would just hand you fountain soda.
Right.
So a couple of years ago, they started giving you cans of Coke, Diet Coke, whatever beverage it is that you wanted. And it didn't cost extra. It was just included. Well, now they're trying to go back. But they're not doing it in an organized way. They have not announced it. So everybody is really a little bit.
So people just randomly get charged and.
Yeah. And it depends on what ship you're on, how they're implementing it. It's a mess. So what do I think? I think that if they wanted to start doing that, I think it would have been appropriate to make a press release about it, to be quite frank, because let's face it, I know people that don't drink soda It's a non-thing. But if you drink soda, it's a thing. And if you pay for your package, you expect to get what you got last time you were here, right? And so I'm looking for something. I don't know that they're going to do it, but I don't even think they told all of the food and hotel and beverage managers all at the same time, or like what it was supposed to even look like, because it's so different. But I don't think it's a good thing. I think if they really need to save that money on canned soda, it should be a statement, and it should be across the board. That's just me. And I saw on Facebook today, like on 3 different Facebook groups, so not just one Facebook group, but on 3 different Facebook groups, that on the Sun Princess, people could not get their mini bar switched out. So when you're elite, you get a mini bar set up. It consists of like some bottles of water, some soda, and then some alcoholic beverages. But usually, well, always, historically, you can always get it switched out. So if you don't drink alcohol, you say, I want Diet Coke instead, or I want some water and Diet Coke, whatever it is you want, and they'll switch it. They wouldn't switch it. That is going the wrong way. Because you know what? They say that there are people that don't know that they're an alcoholic until they take a drink. Like some people have that predisposition. Nope, I don't think you should have that in a room where people don't want it. I'm pretty firm. So tell me what you all think, would ya? Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. So surprised. And I tell you, remember when we got that new president of Holland America, and we were like, well, what do we think we're going to see? Well, now we have a mess with the refundability of the deposits on that 50-day Grand Mediterranean Odyssey cruise. We have this whole soda debacle. And what else do we have? So it's really interesting, though, isn't it? We've got a lot to think about. So tell me what you think, okay? Let's see. You guys are so wonderful. Nice to see you, Spirit Wolf Eyes and Donna. Nice to see you. She's going on her Alaska 19-day cruise. I'm hoping to see you, Donna. We got to find each other when we're on the Sapphire for long enough for me to give you a hug. So we've got Bill and Mary there from Delaware. Bill, Mary, I hope Bill's back is doing well. Hope that surgery is really helping. Let's see. Cassie says, trying to book excursions for our 21-day med cruise, April, May of 2026. The page for Rome says, oops, this page cannot be found. Here's what I would do if it was me. Oh, it's been that way for a couple of months. So have you tried, I know I've said this before, but have you tried an incognito window, or like clearing your cache and then doing an incognito window? I never, if I use, what's Microsoft's browser? Edge. If I try Edge, if I try Chrome, and if I try Safari, it does the same thing for me. And I'm not a big nut about Firefox, so I only use that in worst case scenarios. And so I would just try either a different browser, because it'll eventually work. Try a different browser, or that incognito window. I have to use an incognito window every time I want to look at the Princess website. Some days I'm really optimistic and open a tab that's not an incognito window, and every single time it either gives that message or else we're having technical difficulties. So give that a try. That's what I would say, Cassie. And tell me if it worked, would ya? But that's the thing that I've had the greatest success with. I know that the excursions are supposed to show up in your app, but that's not always, it doesn't always work right. And it still links you back to the web page. They don't have that built in the app yet, so it just links you over. And so usually when I try to do it that way, it times me out. It doesn't work right. So I just have gotten in the habit of logging in as me on the Princess, using the incognito, then logging in as me to go into my cruise. So let me know if you have more questions. Lorraine, nice to see you, and Marge. Let's see. Hey there, Pat and Rich. Nice to see you guys. Used to get a tumbler with Princess Soda package. Just take any bar and get it refilled. So you know what? I remember when they had those. They had those when they first started. I'm not a big, Caroline will tell you, I am not a fan of drinking out of plastic. Do you have that problem?
Sometimes, actually, yes. And also, and the other thing about the tumblers is I don't really like to, when it's not just water, I don't want to keep using that cup without, like, I can't go put it in the dishwasher. So
You can tell we are both have our thing. But Pat and Rich, you're right. And I remember when we went on Royal Caribbean, they had the little sensor thing in the bottom of the tumbler they gave you. So they would work at those freestyle machines. So you could go up to them. And I actually did like that. You didn't have to stand in a long line at a bar. You could just go up to the freestyle machine, choose whatever you wanted, and get the soda that you wanted. That was actually really nice. So
well, don't some of the cruise lines still do the tumblers?
yeah, Royal Caribbean did not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great idea, Pat and Rich. Hey, Melody, sure is good to see you. Let's see, Steve and Bev are back home from their Hawaiian cruise on the Ruby. Next, they're going on Vision of the Seas in July to celebrate. Good for you, and happy birthday early. You can never start celebrating too early. Hey, Gina, so nice to see you. Oh, they went on the deadliest catch. She says it was amazing. Oh, did you really see so many bald eagles and other sea creatures? Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm glad that you took lots of videos and pictures, and we will too. Thanks for saying that, Gina. I don't know that I was worried, but I was worried. Well, hi there, Brad. It's so good to see you and Tina. Hope you're doing okay. This is my Caroline. So, so Caroline, as someone who is in their 30s, what's your favorite thing about cruising?
There are multiple things. So, as in the season of life that I'm in with young children, for those of you that don't know, I have 3 little girls. The oldest one is 4 and the youngest one is 1. And they haven't started school.
That's the oldest one will start this fall.
Yes. So I'm in a very busy season of life where I'm taking care of a lot of other people all the time. So I really like the aspect of it's just very relaxing.
Yeah.
And all the cruises I went on had really wonderful service. And so it's really nice to have, somebody else who's supposed to be
taking care of.
Yeah, taking care of you. And I think also the other thing I love about cruises is you get to see so many different places in one trip.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like for example, I'm going in a couple of days to Chicago and we'll just be in Chicago for 4 days versus you can go on, not really a 4-day cruise. You could, but you get to see so many different places.
I like that. And that to me, I think is like timeless for everybody, no matter how old you are.
Yes.
So really good point. Thank you. So let's see, 12 more days until Lorraine leaves on the Sun. Okay, Lorraine, you're going to have to tell us how things are going to Soda on the Sun. It's just going to be this ongoing thing. And we'll tell you what it's like on the Sapphire. We're going to have everybody reporting in, okay? So put it under the video or comment over in our Facebook group, whatever you would like. I would love to read it. Had a great time, Rome, but watching the election. Oh, are you talking about the election of the new Pope? Yeah, that is so very exciting. And to be truthful, I wish I were in Rome right now. I am not Catholic. I'm a firm Christian, but I'm not Catholic. And I would just love to be there for all of the buzz, with everything associated with that. And as I told you all in my video last week, that things are starting to close down already as they prepare. So they have to prepare the Sistine Chapel for the conclave. And then they have to, part of the whole Vatican system is going to be closed and indefinitely. And so they expect at least through the first couple of weeks in May is the last thing that I saw. At least that long things will be closed. But still, Rome is Rome.
Yeah.
And the light is gold there, isn't it?
There's so much to see there. I think even if you don't get to see everything you wanted to see at the Vatican, there's so much to see.
Yeah, and I've seen some really great tours. So if you're going to go to Rome, I would look at some of the tours that do the other, what do they call them? Not papal basilicas. What do they call those? They do like the Church of San Maggiore, St. John and Lateran, and what's the other one? St. Paul outside the walls.
Yes.
There are tours that take you to those 3 churches, and they take you through the holy doors there at that place.
Well, so is it open? Because I know Pope Francis wasn't buried in.
He was in Santa Maggiore. Well, I saw a thing saying that they already have, I've seen photos and news about they already have, you can walk up and see.
So you can already go there. They didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what that's called. It's not a shrine. Tomb. And the thing with his name on there. You can already go visit that in Santa Maggiore. What part of that church am I missing the front part of? Santa Maggiore, is that the whole thing?
Maria.
Santa Maria Maggiore. At any rate, That would be a fantastic tour to do if you want to enjoy that whole Jubilee thing, but you're not, especially if you can't go in, because, just kind of don't think that all is lost if what you wanted to see is closed during the time you're in Rome for the next few weeks. Just look at more things, because there is so much to see and do there, don't you think, sweetheart?
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants to share their favorite things to do in Rome, definitely put them in the comments there, because I feel like so often we look at things and we all know we're supposed to go see the Colosseum and the Forum. You go to see the Vatican, you go to see the Trevi Fountain. What else is one that people always say?
Oh, the Pantheon.
Pantheon. But there is so much more than that. You can go see Castle Sant'Angelo. You can go see the Arapacas, the Borghese.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that other one?
You can go to the Capitoline.
The Capitoline, the Pamphili.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And over, and you have to sit there and enjoy the food and soak up the sun,
views and
the views and the people.
Yeah.
It's just magic.
Get
so anyway,
a little gelato and
throwing that out there.
A lot of gelato.
Just sit down somewhere, even if you're just sitting on the step of a fountain. Oh, Gina's going to go to the Borghese. Carolyn and I went there for the first time together. Let's see, all the other art galleries with Caravaggio and all those brilliant artists I've only studied in college. Yeah, so what's the Francesi church? Caroline's the one that speaks Italian and French. I just like club.
I think is it Francesco?
No, it's I always just
Luigi De Francesi.
Thank you.
It's
yeah. If I didn't send you that on the list, Gina, Luigi De Francesi, because you go in there and you think, oh, it's dark, but on the side, as you enter that church, on the left-hand side are all these huge Caravaggios, and they have some €1 coins, because you slide it in and it turns on the light for a certain amount of time so that you can really see them. Extraordinary. It's extraordinary. And they have a gentleman sitting there that sells little books about the paintings they've got. And but you know what? It closes early. Check the closing times for everything. Am I right? It closes at 5 or 6.
Because we ran through the streets of Rome to get there one day.
Yeah. And last time Daddy and I were there, we were hurrying. And it's those places you can go again and again, because beauty changes something inside of you. And some days you have to fill that up. Wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. So thanks, Gina, for saying that. Oh, there's Tim and Cindy. Good to see you. And Connie, you and Michael love to travel. I think they should make the 3rd and 4th passengers pay for, at a minimum, a soda package if they are kids, or a plus if they're adults. It would avoid sharing. So, you know what? I don't think that's a bad idea. I'm going to say I agree with you on that, just simply because, and this is not everybody, but I have been where I see a parent say, you wait here, go get a drink, bring it back for them. And what you see on the Princess website, it says no sharing. That's why they want the first 2 guests in the cabin to buy the plus, because if only one person could buy the plus, well, just one would, and then they would get it for everybody. So, well, not everybody, but for the other person. So I think you're not far off there. I think you're not far off at all. So, yeah, that minibar thing, is this going to be something else they're going to take away? And that sounds pretty tough. But, we have talked about them kind of really watering down what the elite benefits are by the time you become elite. I really think the huge difference is that minibar setup and the free laundry. And for somebody that I'm not having somebody else do my laundry, that minibar setup's a pretty big deal. So just give me soda. If you are looking at taking care of the people who have been the most loyal to you, how much does a 12-pack of soda cost? Just get it and give it to them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anybody have questions for Caroline? I don't mean to talk too much. It's not all the time that I get to have her here. So ask what you would like to know. She's just wonderful. Holly there, Windy, Eastern Iowa. So nice to see you. Let's see. Good to have you with us. And Hervoya agrees about that minibar. Well, and I have a couple of dear friends that are recovered alcoholics. Really big deal. Hard. And they will tell you, don't take a drink first. And just because it's in your room doesn't mean you're going to drink it. But for some people it will. And for people who are recovered from that, you can't have that in their room. That's just like offering, like, to put something that I just love right there in front of me. Of course I'm going to eat it. This is very hard. So I hope this was a glitch. I hope somebody made a mistake. Hey, well, hey there, Justine. So good to see you. You know what? As I see your name, I remember you sent me a text. I am so sorry, Justine. Remind me to reply when we get done. So good to see you. And Scott, nice to have you. I love you guys both. Log in. Thank you. Thank you. So if anybody's here and you haven't done a thumbs up, I know it's stupid to ask, but we could do a thumbs up. And Donna and Scotty, so good to see you. Really good to see you. So let's see. Melody says, I suspected the minibar switch would be leaving with the charge for the cans. Like what? Hey there, Renee. Good to see you. I hope you and Bella are doing okay. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah. She's just wonderful. And if anybody was just getting here today, I just got here. I don't wear this in important places, but we were just driving all day. And she had her Rome shirt on as well. So I thought, well, we should wear them for this. So here's a fun thing to talk about now. I have decided, here, I'll tell you in a minute. So Ellen, nice to see you. 64 days till the Grand out of Vancouver. Oh, that's so fun. You guys are great. And thanks for answering their question, Code 4 for Life. I think I missed it. So if you have a question, put capital question, because when we're at home, we have a huge monitor. So I can see, but I can't see here. So let's see. Kim says you can try a VPN. We switched and it seems to help. What are you talking about? I guess Gordon's not here. But if you have a question about that, ask. I do know that there's some VPNs that don't work when you're on the ship. I don't use a VPN. Gina says, you would think if you pay $60 to $90 per day, you can get a can of soda. You know what? You are so right. And there's a lot of people that don't even drink soda. So think of all that money they just saved. Princess just saved on them. Let's see. Hey there, Jerry, on the Disney Wonder from San Diego next Monday. You'll have to let us know how it goes. Gwen and I keep thinking that we need to do that cruise to try Disney, because it's just handy to us and it's just right there. So I'm excited to hear about it, Jerry. Thanks for telling us. You have a great time. Let's see. Lorraine, she agrees. We can't believe they're not switching out the minibar. Exploring with Eric. How in the world are you doing, Eric? It is so good to see you. Really nice to see you. I hope things in your world are going well. I think of you often, actually. Gordon and I notice when we see you and when we don't. So it's nice to have you here with us. Thanks for coming. Karen, so good to see you. Donna, let's see. You would think they would save money on the minibar to switch alcohol to soda. Oh, good point. Really good point. You'd think that would be cheaper. Fountain pop included on Disney. You know what? I think they never should have gone to canned soda. It's like I said in my video. I remember when they did that and I thought somebody thinks that they've got money to spare because now we're going to do this. And it's really hard to ever go back, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah.
So fun things here. Oh, you're watching the Canadian election. Oh.
New Prime Minister.
Well, you want to know what I'm going to say here. And I don't know anybody's politics. And here I don't even care. Truly, when it comes to our cruising community, when it comes to our Let's Go family, I don't care what anybody's politics are. I don't. I love you all just the same. And the other thing I've said before is as long as somewhere is safe to travel, I'm going. Whether or not I agree with their country, like their prime minister or their government. There's lots of places that maybe I think, why are they doing that? But boy, I'm going to go,
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as it's safe.
Yeah. So as long as it is safe, just throwing that out there. Everybody tell me what you think. And I am not, Pedro, I am not dissing you for saying you're watching that either. That, no. We all have different ways of approaching things. And I think it's really important that we do it the way that works best for us from the standpoint of if that worries you, keep an eye, because when you go on vacation, you want to be relaxed and enjoy being there. You don't want to be worried about something. And so I respect all of that. So yeah, I'm really excited. So, Michael, I talked with you and Nancy. I talked with Nancy for a minute texting today, and I am so tickled. They're going to get off the Sapphire the morning we get on. So we've got to, I don't know how we could find each other, but boy, would I love to get a big hug from you guys. It would be really, and hug you back. It would be really nice to see you. They came with us on the British Isles.
Okay.
So, and they're dear to us. So, all righty. So Mary Major, I saw was wonderful. Thank you. It is wonderful. So yeah, the Maggiore thing is the Italian part. Yeah, I've got half and half in my brain here. So let's see. The Northern Neighbor election. Oh, thank you, Sue. It is so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. So Santa Maria Maggiore. Thank you, David. Thank you. Thank you. So Pedro on the Sun, somebody asked for their minibar to be switched out for soda, and their room steward said, no, not doing that. So, oh, you're doing cookies, Ontario girl? Sure, nice to see you. It'd be nice to be close enough to have one of those yummy cookies. So thanks for saying hey, and Clyde. So good to see you. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nancy. You are such a love. Nancy, you're just wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. I had a happy birthday. And this whole being 60 thing is just...
It's no different from being 59.
Exactly. We're plowing ahead like nothing happened. So, okay, so I'm just going to interrupt this because, and then we'll get back to any questions. If you have questions, do we have a question? Caroline points. Let's let Caroline answer this question first. Joy, it is so good to see you. Caroline, can you say the question? Then you go ahead.
Sure. It says, when traveling with your mom and you want to see different sites, how do you choose where to go? Asking because I travel often with my sisters.
We are remarkably alike.
I was going to say, I think we have a lot of similar interests, so that doesn't really come up too much. But I think you usually let me choose. So.
I'm the mom, so I generally let her choose. But you know what? Every once in a while, she's waited for me outside of a jewelry store before.
Yep.
Like in Montenegro, I wanted to go see the, of course, pearls. And so she waited. But we remarkably...
And then you waited for me when I wanted gelato in Naples.
That's true, and I didn't want any that time. So, but you know what? We always stick together. And I think it depends on where you're going in the world, how much you would want to stick together. But part of why we go together is to be together. But also, like when I'm going around Rome, there's a lot of places I would go by myself. If she didn't want to go to one place, we'd do that and just have a meeting time set up. But if you really do want to see different things, but you want to stay together, maybe you should make a list of your top 5 places you each want to see, and then figure out how to make that work. And then everything else can be negotiable, or your top 10, depending on where you're going, how long you'll be there. Mm-hmm. Is that a good idea?
Yeah. See, which ones are more important to each person.
Yeah. And if you each have 3 things that are the same on the list, then you can extend that. But that's what I would do.
Or I've seen sometimes when families travel together, I've seen them to recommend that each person picks one thing that is their number one priority.
That they love to do.
And so then we make sure that everybody gets that thing that's the most important to them.
That's a really good idea. Well, and you know what? When you're on a cruise too, Joy, you could go to different places one day, on an excursion.
Yeah.
I don't know that in some ports I would go walking by myself, but not in all ports. And so if you really wanted to see something, just take off and do separate excursions and meet up when you're done. That's a good idea, because then you're not obligated. Did that help, Joy? I don't know. So, but what I was going to ask Caroline, and this is, I should have thought to tell her I was going to ask her this, but when we were talking about going and seeing all of the places, Caroline, I'm always telling you how much I love the Mediterranean. It's why I'm willing to go without Gordon for 50 days if he can't come on that grand Mediterranean Odyssey. And
maybe I'll be available.
You know what? We'll leave Daddy and James here with the girls. Okay. Well, things are looking up. So I have the map for that cruise here on my laptop. And so I was going to ask her, out of all of these places, where, so you see 13 countries, 29 UNESCO World Heritage Sites options, 4 more shore. So we're going to be late in Barcelona, Gran Canaria, Mykonos, and Santorini. Okay, get that. And that late in the season, we're going to be there late, you guys. So anyway, out of all of that, where would you, like, if you had to just, like, you're like, oh my gosh, we're going there. Like, what stands out?
There are several. So,
Okay.
I love Corsica. Probably you guys don't know this. I love Napoleon. So
Oh, I do too. Yes.
So Corsica, I've only been there once. It was amazing. We went to his birthplace. They have a few Napoleon sites there. So I love Corsica. I would love to go to Elba. I haven't been there. Also Napoleon.
We're going there. Yes, in fact, I just got this book all about his the whole time that he was just lost the word.
Emperor?
No, what was he in Elba? He was
exiled.
And anyway, I've got a whole book about that. And this, I was going to say, the last time, last year I went to Ajaccio, Corsica without Caroline. I just kind of wandered around and bought a suture bracelet. I didn't know
Did you
what
eat a pastry?
Of course.
Okay.
It's just yes. Yeah, went to the Napoleon. Well, it's not a Napoleon Museum, but they've got a lot there. Anyway, go ahead, sweetheart.
I would love to go to Split. I haven't been to Split, Croatia yet.
Yeah, that's where the Emperor Diocletian is.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been to Rhodes yet. I really want to.
Oh, you would like Rhodes, Caroline. You would love Rhodes.
There are several on here that I've been to that I absolutely love. So I said Corsica. Rome is a classic. You can never go to Rome too many times. I love Mykonos as well.
Yeah.
Dubrovnik, I've been there. There's nowhere like it.
There is nowhere like it.
Athens. Athens is always a good idea.
Have you guys heard me say that? And I didn't tell her that.
I haven't been to Gibraltar, and also, Casablanca.
I know.
So
you've got to come.
So James and I were watching a show a couple weeks ago that talked about it was about World War II, so they were talking about different places, and Morocco came up, and this is the first time ever James has ever said to me, maybe we should go to Morocco sometime. And I was like, Morocco has been on my list for like 20 years. So
we're bringing James, that's her husband, up to speed. He doesn't quite know how lucky he is to have me yet, but we're working on it.
So Casablanca, I have to go there.
Anyway, I just was telling her about this. So
basically the entire itinerary.
Do you think he could work remotely that long?
I could work remotely.
No, I meant he could.
Oh, he could. Yeah, if he has the Wi-Fi.
Wow. I'll have to think about this.
The children.
Yeah, well, we could bring them too, dear. Let's see. Oh, the catacombs, Sue says, the Appian Way. So when the very first time we went to Rome, we went to the catacombs. And the ones we went to, maybe they're only ones in Rome, I don't know, but they were right there where the Appian Way starts. Mm-hmm. And so we got to walk down that a bit. Oh my, Sue, we just think alike. We really do. Oops, so sorry. The Italian Hollywood. How cool is that? Let's see. If you have your own tumbler, will they fill it with soda? You know what, Tim? We should find out. I don't know. I wonder if that is like a health and sanitary rule, that they won't do that. I do know that up in the buffet, when you go up to the water thing, it's appropriate. I see people doing this all the time, taking their water bottle up and putting it under the thing. Really, the appropriate thing to do is get glasses of water and pour it in. Right? Just separate glasses of water. That's what, when we were like on one of our very first cruises, we were up there and somebody was doing that. And the manager from there in the buffet said, please don't do that. Please, you're welcome to use all the glasses you want. Get individual glasses of water and pour it in your water bottle. So I don't know if they would fill that up. I guess we could find out. It's just the caution thing, right? If you don't let it touch. But then I think some people are very conscientious and some just doesn't cross their mind. So I don't cruise to worry about politics. Me either. I got nothing on that. Let's see. It is a long time, Joy. It's a really long time to be gone. Very long time. I understand completely. But it's also, I can't miss it. I can't miss it. So it'll be, I don't know if I'll ever go on a cruise that long again. We'll have to see. But I'm in. Let's see. Jim says he's going to bring a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke and we can just pass it around. That's a good approach as well. I like that. Let's see. Oh, your hubby said a big no. Bill, what do we need to do to talk you into going on that 50-day? Okay, tell us what we've got to do to talk you into it. So what does William say? Okay, the BPM. Oh, he says they have trouble on Princess because you have to change the settings. You'll have to carry on with that without any input from Gordon this evening. So he's watching the girls, by the way. So let's see. Just because the room steward couldn't do it doesn't mean it can't be switched. Sometimes you need a call. Oh, Bruce, I love that suggestion. Thank you. Because, well, it's a great suggestion at any rate. But in my video today, I told everybody, and this is like the truth. I got it directly from people that I know personally, that they said on the Sun, if you went down and complained that when you bought the Plus or Premier package diet, like the cans of soda were included, that they would put that in there through the end of your cruise. Now, how they keep those people straight out of everybody, I don't know. But I also think that's opening a can of worms. It'll be interesting, huh? But that's a good idea. Always ask. Oh, the longest cruise Caroline and I have been together 14 days. Mm-hmm. When we went together the most, she was working. And so 14 days, we would zip. I think the longest we went, though, was it 3 weeks when we went and did the 2-week cruise, and then we did some.
Yeah, because we
on
before
the
and after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think the three weeks is the longest we went together. Let's see. Put the 2-liter in a paper bag. You guys are terrible. Oh, Pedro says Morocco's on his bucket list too. Yeah, Mary is. Mary, thank you for saying that. Hetty is there now. So our Hetty is in on that pole-to-pole cruise on the Volendam for Holland America. And she is seeing the world. She is really seeing the world. And you kind of equate, in a way, to me, I feel like the pole-to-pole cruise. So Caroline, with that one, they're focusing like going more like latitude rather than longitude, but seeing so much. So I'm really happy for her that she gets to do that. But she does a travel log for some of us, and I love reading her emails, and she puts in pictures. She labels her pictures. She does a great. Oh, Caroline.
Get the passports for the children and go. What an exciting time for a family.
Oh, Mary.
Yeah. So they do have their passports.
They do. And they go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Because they live in Phoenix. And so they know the places there. And I need to go with them sometime because they know all the yummy food places and to go to the beach and everything.
We have a beach 3 hours from here. So.
Yeah. So thanks for saying that, Mary. But we got to go more, sweetheart. Yeah.
Bill says they fill his tumbler.
Oh, thanks for saying that, Bill. It sounds like you can bring your tumbler if you want to, Tim, and they'll fill it. Let's Stacy just did a passport renewal online. Looks like they go through okay. So tell me, Stacy, have you gotten it back yet? I did mine online and it took about a month. So I submitted it on March 12th and I got it in the mail on April 13th. So that's how long mine took. So Mary says they were out 5 years with the British Isles Cruise. 5 weeks. So they did like the whole grand thing over and back on the Queen Mary and extra cruises there. What a glorious trip you had. That was wonderful.
Says, did you block group space?
I do have group space on that Grand Mediterranean. I do. Yes, I do. And you know what? The price has gone up a little bit from last week, actually. And so right now, you know what? I didn't make a new booking today. And so, but I noticed in looking at it that it's gone up. And so I just really think, so here's an important thing, and I need to say it in my video tomorrow so that everybody hears. If you are Platinum or Elite with Princess and you want to go on that cruise, this is when we should be booking it because there's not that many cabins left and it opens to the world on Wednesday. Really, I think that's really important. And I'm just throwing this out here for kind of a fun thing. You know, a lot of times when we go places, I talk in depth about all the things we're seeing and how to go and how to do it. And on this cruise, I'm just going to do that for the people that have decided they want to come with me because, you know, I love that region of the world. You know, I really enjoy it. But I also feel like that should be something special for what it's worth that you all get for coming with me. And all the people that don't want to come with me, that is entirely cool. And I don't, you know what I mean? Not everybody wants to be in a group, but I am just so excited, and we're going to have such a special time together. But yeah, everybody should be aware that cruise is not going to stay open long. It's going to be gone. And then we'll be like hoping somebody cancels so that you can go. So just throwing that out there. If you've been thinking about it, it's amazing to me how quickly it's going. So let's see here. Mark, nice to see you. Spent a month in Morocco last year and absolutely loved it. But Casablanca is the least impressive place in the country. You know what's really interesting? I want to see Casablanca, but I also know people a lot say that when you come into Casablanca there in Morocco, to go to Marrakesh. If you could get an excursion and you've got the time to go to Marrakesh. So if anybody has a comment about that, let us know. So Bonnie, so nice to see you. Let's see, this is their second trip. So Bonnie said it's the second trip with her daughter to Europe. Then they'll be going to Toronto this summer. Oh, I love that. I love that. Here, Caroline, you answer this question.
All right. Ontario Girl says, what should we not miss in London? We have 4 days before our Arctic Circle cruise. My research is a little overwhelming. There's so much I want to see. Yeah, London has a ton. I would say it kind of depends on what you really like.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she mentioned I have a master's in art history, so I always love to go to the art museums, the churches, all of that kind of stuff. So some of my favorites are, of course, the British Museum, the National Gallery. I like to go to St. Paul's. I like to go to Westminster. Those are some of my favorites. But
and Parliament was cool.
Parliament was very cool.
Tower of London was really cool.
But I know that other people, like I have a really good friend who loves London, but she likes doing more, like she goes to the flea markets. Mm-hmm. She goes and sees shows in the West End. She
probably goes to the Eye.
She went to the Eye. She went to some of like the Harry Potter stuff.
I did a lot of Harry Potter.
So it really just depends on what you like. There is so much to see there. So I would say kind of try to prioritize it based on your interests. So
yeah. And you know what helpful. I also should say? You know what? The British Museum and even the National Gallery, they are so cool. Even if like art's not your thing or things like that, they have some remarkable things there that just like plan to go there for an hour or two, zip through and look at things like the Rosetta Stone is there in the British Museum. There is so many cool things that art doesn't even have to be your thing.
Yeah.
You should go see. And definitely eat in a pub. Definitely. On the back side of the British Museum, across the street, on the corner, everything's painted dark green, is like one of the best pubs I've eaten at in my whole life. Like, that's a strong recommendation. And the gift shop across the street is not bad. Well, hi there, Vanjie. So good to see you. Oh, and Melody says, bring the kids. Thanks, Grandma.
Grandma will entertain them.
And there you go. And she knows I would. Yeah. So what did Vanjie say? Let's see. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are so Vanjie and Beth are, I love them. So Vanjie and Beth, we should make a poster of them because you want to know what? They are out there seeing the world. They are not staying home saying how old we are. They're not staying home saying, oh, we've been there. They're not saying, I'm not going to travel. I'm not going to fly. I'm not going to anything. Those girls are out there. So Vanjie's sister comes with her, and usually Beth's husband comes with her. And I love them to pieces, but I also take such inspiration from them. I'm sincere, and you would do the same thing. Someday, hopefully you'll get to meet them. But Vanjie, I am so excited about, you have no idea how excited I am. And this does ball up my year. I am going to get off from the transatlantic on October 3rd in New York. I think I'm going to go home for just a minute and be back to leave on October 6th. And then we get back on November 25th. And on November 29th, we have our Sun Princess cruise that I'm not canceling because we have people coming. And it's going to be phenomenal. And so it does, but you know what? I'm not missing it for the world. I'm going to go. So just throwing that out there, how excited I am about this. And if I knew for sure Princess was going to do this in 2027, I'd probably be like, okay, let's do it then because we have so much going on in 26. But you know what? We don't know. And what if they don't? I will have missed that chance. But yeah, Vanjie, you and Yolanda and Beth, and haven't gotten to meet her husband Phil yet, but I love you guys. You guys are remarkable. So, and that goes for lots of you here. But yeah, talk about an example of just loving to go and seeing everything and enriching your life. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Okay, what else are we missing next here? Are the mocktails, wines, and beer included with the soda? No, the mocktails are. So that soda package includes soda, mocktails, smoothies, and some of the juice. So it doesn't include that juice bar that's included with the Premier package. It's included with a plus too, but it's a different thing. Like if you're wanting like in the middle of the day, like you can order, for example, pineapple juice or orange juice on the app. It includes that. If you want the fancy juice bar, it doesn't include that. So that's what's in that soda package. Yeah, Marty says she bought a princess tumbler on the Enchanted. Will it be real tacky to fill it with water in the buffet? No, Marty. Lots of people refill their water bottles there in the buffet. Go for it, sweetheart. No. And you know what? That's number one, that's not tacky. Number two, like who cares? Like we are all past that point in our life, aren't we? You just go for it. Fill her up, my dear. Patty, so good to see you. Patty, my best friend.
Patty.
My best friend. Yeah, Patty, she knows who you are. She doesn't know everything because only you and I know everything. But yeah.
Heard stories.
It's so much fun. I wish we lived closer. I really wish we lived closer. Let's see. Oh, my heck. Oh, dear Connie, I think I missed your text last week. I'm glad you said something. Can you help me remember that?
On the list.
Thank you. Kay says, do you book flights as well? So you know what? So flights are a funny thing to me. To be honest, so travel agents can book flights with like through flight consolidators, and there's lots of them out there. I generally don't do that because usually when you do it that way, they're non-changeable and they're not refundable. So you have to have insurance to cover it. And I don't want that in my life personally. And so I don't do that to people. That doesn't mean that nobody should do it to people. I'm not complaining at all. I just don't. And I probably need to learn more about it and get better at that. My approach to flights are if you're going on Princess, or if you're going on, like, for example, Alma Waterways Christmas Market Cruises. I'm helping somebody book their flights with Alma Waterways right now for that. I'm delighted to do it. Same with Princess. If you're going on Princess, you want to do Easy Air, which for my complaining, I shouldn't complain so much. So many people goes very smoothly, and honestly, if anything happens with your cruise that you're delayed back into your port, things change, that the ship doesn't go like expected, that's the way to actually have your flights booked, because they'll take care of it for you with no extra cost. So that's not all bad, but so I'll do it that way. And then if you need help and you don't know how to do flights, I'll do it for you. Yeah. So just with the airline, I don't, I don't mind. So I know most people know how to do theirs. Oh, Gordon said the Churchill War Rooms. That's a really good one if you like history. Have you gone there yet?
Mm-mm.
We'll have to go. So it was worth it. Let's see. Oh, thank you. You know what? Kay is not a travel. Caroline is not a travel agent, but
Not yet.
we just got to wait for those little girls to get a little bit bigger. So yeah, and that's just going to be even more fun. So yeah. Oh, Pedro sees Gordon. Let's see. But the sticky pudding. Oh my gosh, Mary, thank you for saying the sticky pudding. So in London, I'm sure they've got it other places too. They have the sticky pudding. Some of them call it sticky toffee pudding. That place across the street from the British Museum. Oh my goodness, to die for. So during the course of our time being in London, we've eaten it at different places. And some places it's okay. And some places you just think you've died and gone to heaven. Thanks for saying that, Mary. So you guys ate somewhere called the Victorian over closer to Buckingham Palace. Am I remembering that right? So anybody that has a good place for that, let us know. Oh, thank you, Nancy. London hop on, hop off bus was nice, but prepare for rain. Do not wear green if you want nice pictures due to the green screen.
At the eye.
At the eye.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you very much. I have never taken the time to go to the eye yet. So that's really good advice for everybody to know, to not wear green. But in London, just make sure, I should link travel umbrella, because you want a little one so it can go in your purse or your day bag, whatever you're doing, or your pocket or your coat pocket, whatever you want to do. And you know what? That goes for a lot of places. And you don't want it to spoil your day. You just want to put up your umbrella and keep going. So thanks for saying that so much, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, we got to speed her up here. Maybe we don't. Oh, good. Okay, sorry. Let's see. Oh, Mary, I am not canceling anything. It's going to be crazy busy, but we're going to have a ball. And it's going to be, you know what? You know how, maybe you guys don't do this, but I do this. So I look back on my life and I've been so very blessed to have a happy, good life. Doesn't mean there's never been a bump in the road and that everything's been perfect. But do you ever look back and you're like, wow, that year was like fabulous? Or you can look back and say, that was such a hard year, or 2 years, or whatever. 2026 is going to be a banner year, I'm hoping, just for the places that I went and the people I got to meet. Those are going to be my main things. And I would say, if I had to choose, I would always take the pleasure of going together over going by myself, because it is that remarkable to get to be with all of you. So I just love that. So let's see. Are you allowed to bring your own 12-pack of soda on this ship? Yes. Yes, H2O Cruiser. It's going to click in my head. Norma. Yes, my dear. You can bring your own 12-pack of soda. You sure can. And you know what? You can get off the ship. Like if you get off the ship, sometimes when I'm in port, if I get like a bottle thing, like not a huge like 2-liter thing, but just that 20 ounce or whatever it is that you buy. They don't have those size really in Europe too much. They're smaller, but sometimes I bring a couple and just bring them back with me. And either because I didn't drink them all that day, or I just did for whatever reason. And they never mind you bringing that. If you're bringing like 20 of them, maybe they'll say something, but not a few. So that's also another approach. And it depends on where you're in the world, how much those cost. So in the Mediterranean, they're cheaper. In Norway, they're much more expensive. And kind of further south you go, it seems like they get cheaper, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. So does anybody have any questions here for Caroline before we go? Anybody have anything? Can you read that?
Yeah. Mary says, contemplating solo travel, and I think I could only do it if on a group cruise.
Yeah, Mary, we'd love to have you. Yeah, I agree with you. It's so much better than going by yourself. Yeah, and it'd have a fun time. And I think it's really important to kind of match your group and your group expectation, right? Because some groups like do more together, some groups not so much, and you want to kind of weigh out, what works really well. And yeah, so I think it's great. So, oh, Caroline has some things to show you really fast. She is so sweet. She's going to go to Chicago this weekend, I think she mentioned, right? Mm-hmm. And so we're babysitting for a few days here. So wish us well. Yeah. We're still waiting for the little sweet 1-year-old to decide we're okay. It sounds like she's warmed up to Grandpa out there. But
so my mom said somebody had asked her or like sent her a link or something about a bag similar to this. So I wanted to show everybody. I just got this for this trip. This will be my carry-on /
light enough
personal item.
Light. Let see.
I think it's just the computer screen.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, it's just a big tote bag. It has a pocket, like it has a laptop pocket. And it has like a whole bunch of pockets here on the inside. Some of them have zippers. There are 2 water bottle pockets in the inside. Anyway, you can look this up. I think my dad put it in the Amazon store. But the reason I chose this one in particular, because I mean, if you go to Amazon and search for something like this, you're going to find a lot of them. The one particular thing I really like is this comes with a longer strap that you can use on your shoulder. Because when I travel, I very much prefer crossbody. So a lot of them don't come with the longer strap, so you could only use these, which are long enough that you can easily put it over your shoulder. But I very much prefer a crossbody. So this is what I'm using on the plane. This is actually the only bag I'm taking on the plane. So yeah, this is, and it also comes, this particular one, it comes with the long strap, and it also comes with this little pouch that was included. So you can use it. I mean, I know some people use it for cords. Some people use it for, like, if you want to put your makeup in here, whatever you want.
Excuse me. I am so sorry.
To grab you something.
I think I'll recover. I thought, sorry. I'm really sorry.
No, you're fine. So anyway, she said somebody had asked about a bag similar to this. So this will be my first trip with it, but I was really pleased when I
think I'm going to get one.
When I unboxed it. And they
really
had a few colors in this particular one. I got black just because it doesn't
black
look
is
dirty.
better. Yeah.
And it's classic and it goes with everything. And, you know, but actually they have one, I think they might call it white, but it looks a little bit more of like a sand type color
So
that I thought was really pretty. And people in the reviews say that it doesn't get looking dirty really easily.
Oh.
So I might get that one as well.
That might be really nice.
And it, of course, it zips across the top. That's another must-have for me. I'm sure, as for all of you, when I travel, I need it to zip across the top. So that was my show and tell.
Do you have anything else?
Yeah.
Just one other thing to show you. It's because she's fun. I've been telling her lately, I'm like, I have to get better at the traveling thing and like what to take with us, because having the right outfit or the right bag makes all the difference. You can have a great day and like I've worn the wrong things sometimes, and not like anybody made fun of me. No, but I wasn't as comfortable as I would have liked to have been.
I think for me.
And you want to look nice too, though, because like I feel like if I am unexpectedly in somebody's picture, I don't want to be a photo bomb. I want to look reasonable. So, plus, Well, hi there, Lulu. So nice to see you. Yeah. Does the bag zip on the top?
Yes, it does zip across the top.
I am so sorry, Caroline.
And Daddy, if you're watching, put the link here.
Yeah, somebody else here. But I'll make sure that he posts it in the top comment, like pins it to the top for this video. And I'll tell him to put it tomorrow too. But it's great. I think I'm going to get me one. I have a new backpack that I got that I have just been using like crazy, like for the last long time. I used it even last fall on cruises, and I love it. It doesn't weigh anything until you put stuff in it.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I particularly didn't do a backpack for this trip is my return flight is actually on Frontier, which I don't normally fly, but it was like significantly less expensive. So I'm flying Frontier on the way home.
Hi, Ellen.
And I've heard that they're really picky about the size of your bag, and sometimes they tell you that a backpack is too big. And so I got that because it's not a backpack.
No, it's not. It is, and it does zip on the top.
It does zip
and you know what else I like? If you are like going to put this on your shoulder,
and it has like a zipper pocket across the back of it. It also has like the strap here. You can slide it onto your luggage.
Plus, you know what else? If you're going to put this on your arm, it's like just another layer of security to put this on.
Yeah, you have another strap. Yeah.
Plus, you'll look really good. You do. I think this is very important.
Okay,
the other thing, pants. I got to get me some of these too.
So this, it still has the tag on it because I just bought another pair. And I actually just bought them in navy blue as well. So these are, the brand is CRZ Yoga.
We'll just put those on there too, because
the thing that I like about these, so I've only had them in black. Like I said, I just bought them in navy blue as well. They have nice big pockets here. Like my iPhone fits in them and doesn't fall out. But they are very comfortable. Like I think you can see that it's kind of stretchy. Not like crazy. It's not like leggings or anything.
Is this lightweight or is this heavy? Is this a winter item or a summer item?
I would say I probably wouldn't wear it if it's going to be 100 degrees. So like here, I live in the Phoenix area. I don't wear these in the summer.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
They're perfect for spring through fall in Arizona.
Okay.
So
fall through spring.
Yes. So they're not really heavy, and they're made more of like an athletic type material. I think like they're a little bit like,
but they look nice.
That's what I love about them. So
and they don't have like elastic around the bottom, so you look like you have on real pants.
Yes. So they are like it's a drawstring at the top with elastic as well. So they're very comfortable to wear, but they look more like you're wearing real pants.
I like that.
So they're super comfortable. I like to travel in these, which is why I got another pair, because I like them for like the days that we're flying or when we do road trips.
Mm-hmm.
They're really just very comfortable. But yes, they do look more like you're wearing regular pants instead of like sweatpants or leggings or workout clothes.
You could put on a nice top or a sweater, depending on the season, and wear these like in Rome.
Yes, and I know like some people even like these look nice enough. People wear them to work.
Oh.
So you can wear them to work. You can travel in them. I wear them to run around with my kids. But especially the reason I especially love them for travel days is especially having little kids. I'm gonna be chasing people. Like,
yeah.
Motherhood is a contact sport. So
I like that. Where did you learn that? In the trenches.
But even if you aren't chasing kids, they're just what I love is, again, really comfortable, but they don't look like you're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah,
so
I like that a lot.
And they're not crazy expensive either. They're like $30 a pair.
That's really nice. I'll find some good ones for we should find good ones for the summer too. Yeah. Because you know what, when you go to Europe, you don't see like a bunch of people wearing a bunch of shorts.
Yeah.
They will wear skirts, they'll wear dresses, or they will wear nice pants.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of shorts.
And these ones do come in like,
unless you're a
like
tourist,
15 different colors.
Yeah. That's really great. Thanks, you guys. Mary likes your motherhood as a contact sport. I like that. She's right. Anyway, when I got here and she showed me those, I was like, oh my gosh, we have to show everybody because I love those. So I'll get me a pair too and tell you if I'm sure they'll fit good for the next generation. You know what I mean? It's one thing to look good when you're 30 something, but it's a whole nother thing to look great when, I don't know, just throwing that out there. Does anybody have any questions before we go? It has been so nice to be here with you. Anybody have anything else for Caroline? Oh, thanks, Code 4 for Life. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for popping in, everybody. Thanks for sharing my excitement about the Mediterranean cruise. I promise I will not talk about it forever, but I'm just really excited. But you know what? If you can't go on that one and you can go on another one, cruising is magic no matter which one you go on. So enjoy wherever it is that you get to go. So I think everybody's good. Thanks again for coming tonight. Thank you all. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye. Oh, end stream, I think. Okay. See you all. Thanks. Bye-bye. Did it work? Oh, yeah. Right.